This evening, our scripture text will come from the Gospel of John. I made a mistake in sending it over to our bulletin preparers. It should be John 6. I'm not going to preach on the whole passage tonight, but on the theme of Thanksgiving as it relates to it. I will be reading most of the passage. We'll read verses 1 to 15, and then verse 22 down to the end of the chapter. It's a little bit longer text, but very important words about Jesus, the bread of life. So again, the reading will come from John chapter 6, beginning at verse 1. Hear now this reading of God's inspired, infallible, and inerrant word. After this, Jesus went away to the other side of the Sea of Galilee, which is the Sea of Tiberias. And a large crowd was following him, because they saw the signs that he was doing on the sick. Jesus went up on the mountain, and there he sat down with his disciples. Now the Passover, the feast of the Jews, was at hand. Lifting up his eyes then, and seeing that a large crowd was coming toward him, Jesus said to Philip, "Where are we to buy bread, so that these people may eat?" He said this to test him, for he himself knew what he would do. Philip answered him, 200 denarii worth of bread would not be enough for each of them to get a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said to him, "There is a boy here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what are they for so many?" Jesus said, "Have the people sit down." Now there was much grass in the place, so the men sat down, about 5,000 in number. Jesus then took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to those who were seated. So also the fish, as much as they wanted. And when they had eaten their fill, he told his disciples, "Gather up the leftover fragments, that nothing may be lost." So they gathered them up and filled 12 baskets with fragments from the 5 barley loaves left by those who had eaten.